Welcome back to Don's Doll World. So, this page is probably going to turn into something. Okay, I have like hair in my mouth. That's nice. This page is probably going to turn into something inspirational or something like that. I don't know. But today's speech is basically going to be about self love. I don't know how to edit my videos yet. I am still trying to figure that out because all these YouTubers are just like, oh, boom, pow, and I'm just like, my patience is wearing thin, honey. Can you not? I don't know. Anyways, so today's video is going to be about self-love. So on my Snapchat, I recently posted that self-love is very important because no one is going to be there for you like you are. No one's going to hold you down like you're going to. No one's going to love you like you love yourself. And with all the relationships and situationships that I have been in and everything else, I'm going to take these off because that's that glare. Whoo! I am telling you right now, not good. Anyways, I did my makeup. Anyways, distraction, ADHD. What can I say? Now I'm blind. I can't see. No, this is nice. Anyways, self-love is very important because if you don't love yourself first, how are you supposed to love the next person? How are you supposed to fill up their cup if your cup is empty? If your spark is out, how are you supposed to light their spark? How are you lighting their candle, And with all the relationships and situationships that I have been, situationships are basically relationships without the label because they're pussies. That's the nicest way how to put it right now. But the one thing I have learned is that every relationship that I have been in, they say they love you, they say they care, they say they're gonna be down there for you, and they are. For what, the first 3 months, 4 months, and then they're gone? Why though? Why? Why? Because first of all, when we like someone, first of all, there has to be physical attraction. If there's no physical attraction, what are you doing? Second of all, it's spirit, mind, and body that we like. If you're not attracting me spiritually, like if I'm not having a connection with you, there's nothing. Body, of course, it doesn't really matter, but there has to be some kind of physical attraction there. And then your soul, of course, your mind, how you think, how you process things, your anger, your depression, what you like, what you love to do. I personally love photography. Now, if someone was to ask me all my hobbies, I just be on like a rampage of what I like and everything else. But also getting to know someone is what makes them angry, what makes them sad, what makes them lose control, what makes them go, ew, or what makes them just jump out of their bed in the morning and be like, I want to do this. It's not just about the happy little beginnings and stuff. Why is that? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna have to pop that later. Lovely. It's not just about the happy beginnings. It's also about the struggles you go through in a relationship, the arguments you go through, the heartbreaking midnight snack cry sessions. Did not do that last night. Okay. But relationships aren't perfect. They never are because we have disagreements. We have things that hurt our feelings, boundaries that are crossed, things that just don't make sense to us. And communication is a big thing in any kind of relationship just because of the fact that, you're putting your heart in someone else's hand and saying, I trust you. I trust you with this. Please don't break it. It's, I have this, of course, my little crystal heart. But it's basically giving it to them, being like, please, be careful with it. Don't break it. It's soft, it's been shattered, it's broken, it's itty bitty, but it's still good. It's still good. Yeah, it is. I mean, throughout my whole life, I've only been alive for 20 years. Why is there a dog? The ADHD is way high today. I'm like, anyways, but when we get into a relationship, we're putting our full 2 feet forward, full intentions into it, our hearts, our everything into it. And we are saying, I give you this. I promise you I will love you. Promise you I will cherish you. I will protect you. I will be there for you. Through thick and thin, through darkness, through light, I will show you the path of light. I will show you that I love you. I will show you that you are the only one that matters. Now, the thing that I've always ran into was anger. Anger is part of relationships, believe me. That is really irritating me. I don't know what it is. I gotta pop it later, though. Anyways. But anger is part of relationships, too. And I've noticed that my anger really bothers me. It gets in the way of my relationships. It gets in the way of what I'm doing. And I just get so angry so easily because of all these emotions piling up. And I bottle up my emotions in a little jar. And then when that busts, it's just like I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit, and then I'm gonna pop the fuck off on you. You know, and that's what happens. And it's sad, but it's true, you know, and that's, you know, part of relationship too, is understanding that we all have problems, we all have motivations. You're not always going to see me bright-eyed, bushy-tailed in the morning. You're not always going to see a ray of sunshine. You're going to see downpouring rain, thunderstorms, lightning, rage, anger, roar. You know, you're going to see that in relationships, because with a partner, you're supposed to see good, bad, the ugly, everything. Because no matter what, you're going to be there for each other, and you're going to help each other. You know, and when you have your weaknesses, your partner is supposed to be there to be your strength, your kryptonite, your everything, your love, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, your motivation, just to live, you know? And you don't need to depend on your partner. I'm not saying that. But when you do love someone, you're supposed to cherish that. You're supposed to take that into consideration. And you're supposed to protect them at all costs. I mean, if you don't, I mean, who are you as a person, you know? So, yeah, there's that. What else was I going to say about this? I am currently not in a relationship just because I want a little bit of free will, a little bit of freedom, you know? It's fine. But what I've been really focusing on is what I love, and mostly focusing on my anger, because I do have that in me, and it's hard to accept that I do have that in me, and that I do have all these emotions pent up. I still have some unhealed scars coming back, and I need to heal that. I need to fix myself. I need to love myself enough to know that I have these imperfections, but I don't have to be perfect for someone. I mean, you can keep improving yourself in a relationship or not in a relationship. It doesn't matter, as long as you keep trying, you know? And that's what I've always been doing, is just keep on improving myself. Ever since 2019, 2018, you know, I've been improving myself, and I've gotten better over the years. I mean, look at me. I mean, I've been getting good at my makeup, my hair, talking, speaking in general, standing up for myself, and I don't ever want to see someone else not have that confidence and that encouragement, because that's unfair. When you rely on your partner, they're not supposed to yell at you for, being lazy. I mean, it's in all of us to be lazy. And one thing that I've noticed is that I sleep a lot. I really do, because sleep is sleep, and fuck. It's peaceful. You're in your own bed with your own comfy blankets, your pillows, your stuffed animals. I mean, what else in the world is better other than food and money, of course? I mean, duh. But the world spins off of that. And if you're going to be in a relationship with anyone, you're going to have to know that they too have faults. We all are basically little hearts with cracks in them, with scars, with imperfections, with things that drive us mad up to the wall. But we're also full of love. We're also full of forgiveness and healing and everything else. And we want to give you this heart. We want you to know that we're here for you. But if you're not willing to accept it, then what are you doing? And that's what most people mess up, is that they just go after not love, but they go after lust. Oh, well, I just like their body, or I just like the way they talk, or I just like them because I like them. If you don't have reasons, if you don't have at least a list of 10 reasons of why you like this person, do not talk to them. Because if you're going to break their hearts, why? Why break a heart? Why break something so fragile? And there's different kinds of hearts that we do have. Some people have paper hearts. Some people have metal hearts. That's me. Some people have flower hearts. Some people have different types of hearts, though. And we all have those hearts because of how we were raised, how we've received love from others, how we've received communication, and how we love. And loving properly, there is a right way to love properly, if you know what I mean. But if you're at a standstill point where you're just I don't know, I don't care, I don't know what I'm going through right now, just stop. Just think for a minute. Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself enough to know that you're worth it in a relationship? That you're not going to handle that back-talking mouth of theirs. Their shaming of your body, the shaming of your laziness, the shaming of anything, really. I mean, faulting a person for any reason is nothing, There's always going to be anger and a little bit of bitterness in a relationship because we're expressing how we feel. But it's about how we express. Now, if you're talking angrily at the person, they're going to get angry with you too, because they're okay, and they're going to reciprocate that anger back at you. Now, if you're talking peacefully and they start yelling at you, what are you going to do? That is going to click in your head. You're going to be talking to you nicely, why are you yelling back at me? Are you feeling, what are you doing? And that's why we need to really step back, look at relationships, and be is this what we want? Is this what we're going to carry on to our kids? Is this what we're going to teach our kids? Is this what we're going to teach the future, of generations to come? So if you're not, being communicative with your partner, and you're not being respectful of their boundaries or whatever, then you need to take a step back from that and actually see what you're doing wrong. Maybe fix your heart. Maybe turn that paper heart of yours just a tidbit more solid. Stop trusting people so much. If you have a cold stone heart like me, maybe you need to soften that shell a little bit, wax it a little bit, fix those cracks. But above all, we need to look at ourselves and have a little bit of self-love for ourselves. Because if you're going to tolerate that bullshit, that toxic shit that's going on, you don't really love yourself that much. Because if you tolerate it so much, it's gonna bring you down. It's gonna crack at you more. It's gonna make you heartless one day. And then what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to rebuild yourself back up. And life is all about rebuilding yourself. You know, picking up those broken pieces, making something newer, something better. And it's like wrapping up something magical during Christmas, you know? And it's all about building ourselves up to what we have in our mind, of what we want to be. I don't know what I want to be, but one thing I do know is I want to be happy. I want to continue YouTube. I want to continue my photography. I want to continue my love for my passions, my dolls, my art, my crafts, my everything. You know, I want to keep doing that because that matters to me. That matters to me a lot. But also I want to work on my anger and not get so bitter so easily and not look at people and be like, why are you even here on this earth, you know? Like, people feel that way, of course, but, you know, maybe if you have a little bit of love in your heart, and maybe if you have a little bit more understanding, you'll know. So, that's the speech for today. Rambling on. But that's a speech for today. There will be more to come, of course, but there's that. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. It's literally the middle of the week. It's like Tuesday or Wednesday today. Wednesday, I think? Yeah, anyways, but I did start a new job. It's going great so far. So yeah, saving up for a car, saving up for my camera, and saving up for the future. So we'll see what the future has in hand for me. So, anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys have a great weekend, week, whatever. Do what you want to do. Get outside, get some nice vitamin D. I'm really turning pale here. It's fine. Anyways, this is Dawn's Doll World checking out. And I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.